Ten Hag must be throwing a party wherever he is right now. Like absolutely. You know, my major problem with Eric Ten Hag was that towards the end of his time at Manchester United, when things were going bad, he kept on talking about the trophies that he won. He kept on trying to take away the blames from himself, trying to put the blame on anyone else apart from him. You understand? He has so many issues with players, the issue with Cristiano Ronaldo, with Sancho, stuff like that, which I'm not against all of them, but when it becomes too much, it becomes a problem. You understand? So those are the things that I didn't like about Eric Ten Hag towards his ending at the club. I've always like whenever a new manager comes into the club, I like to give them my full support, and I've never been the first to call for the sack of any manager. You understand? And I'm certainly not going to start doing that anytime soon because it's part of the reasons why I'm making this video. I think Manchester United fans we expect too much at this stage. We have to come to terms that our team is really bad. It is not a moment thing. We are not bad at the moment. We have been bad for years actually. You understand? So we have to cut down on our expectations. We have to understand that this team have to draw. We are drawing at the moment. It's going to take time. It's not going to be a quick fix. It is not possible that it's going to be a quick fix because this thing has been going on for years, for more than 12 years now. You understand? So coming back to Eric Ten Hag, he must be saying that I told you guys, this is not my fault. Stuff like that. You understand? Because looking at the team right now, it is very clear that the team has gotten worse since Amorin came in. You understand? The team has gotten absolutely worse since Amorin came in. And I'm not blaming Amorin for him, even though he has a part to play in it. You understand? He's coming to this club. He decided to stick with his system. He said he's not going to change his system, which I quite agree with him because Eric Ten Hag did change his system, which is part of the reason why he didn't succeed at Manchester United because he wanted to win things so that he can buy himself more time. I think that's exactly what Eric Ten Hag did, and it didn't work at the end of the day. Even though I backed him to the last, the same thing I did with Ole, the same thing I did with Mourinho, every other manager that have come, because I believe in giving managers time. You understand? So right now he must be feeling like he has won because he won 2 trophies at the world. Notwithstanding, we are still in the FA Cup, we are still in the Europa League. We have the chance of winning those trophies as it stands now, because considering the fact that Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal, not to mention Tottenham, are already out of the FA Cup. So there's a big chance that we might win it, but it's not going to change anything. It's not going to mean that we are suddenly back. You understand? So we have to cut down on our expectations, understand that this club at the moment, are not in a good position, and we just need to be climbing one step at a time. We don't have to be expect like right now. We used to play in the Europa League and we were angry about it. Right now, we are still in the Europa League, but it doesn't look like we are going to be qualified for any European competition anytime soon. You understand? This is the situation we are now. So we have to come to terms with that we are not good enough. But we have to stick with Amorin. I think we need to give him a lot of time. Since Ferguson left this club, we have hired 6 managers. If we include the interim managers, it will be 10 managers that have coached this club. Ferguson left in 2013 and we employed David Moyes. 6 to 7 months after we employed him, we sacked him. That was because at that time we were still a big team and Moyes was taking us to somewhere that we actually don't want to. Like, he was taking us to a different dimension, and we had to sack him because at that time we still wanted to maintain our ground of who we are as a football club. And then we got a World Cup runner-up coach with the Netherlands, which is Louis van Gaal. Still didn't work out. I think he won the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, so one trophy he won. And then we sacked him. We got Mourinho. He won us the Europa League and the FA Cup. We still sacked him because we felt like this is not enough. And most of these things happens because of the fans too, because when things are not going well, the fans are calling for the manager's head, sack him, because we needed a quick fix. But as it stands now, I'm not blaming anyone, I myself included. We needed a quick fix. Some of us wanted those managers sacked at a point. You understand? When we felt like they were not doing well to the standard of Manchester United. But as it stands now, there's no standard. We have to build a culture. Like, I like what Amorin is doing. I think we have to give him a chance. Forget about the results are important because that's what is going to keep him in the job. But let's not focus too much on the result. Let's clear this mess. You understand? There's been ongoing mess at the club. Ronaldo have come out and said it, and most Manchester United came out and said he wasn't supposed to say that. He was supposed to say it. You understand? A lot of things has gone wrong at the club, which is why the fans agitated for the Glazers to sell. They ended up selling a very minority stake to Jim Ratcliffe, who have come into the club at a very bad time. Now we are facing fair play rules, the FA for transfers, and this is not Ineos' fault because this is a mistake that the Glazers and Ed Woodward has made, and now they have to clear the mess. And now they have brought in a coach who understands that we need to clear this mess. Manchester United only signed Patrick Dogu in the January transfer window. This is unlike Manchester United, considering how bad we are. But this is what we have to do. We are already having a problem with the F play rule. We have a manager who understands, who cares about the club, who do not want to rush things and then leave the future in a very, very bad situation like the other managers did. So I think we should give him time. Since talking about managers that came after Mourinho, we had Ole, we had Ten Hag, and then we had this manager. That is 6 managers plus including interim managers. You understand? So none of them has worked, and you find out that all these managers, most of them were doing excellently well before they came to Manchester United, and all of a sudden we think they are no longer good managers, and then we sack them and we get another one, and the problem keeps getting worse. I remember Ole finished second in the Premier League, and it wasn't good enough for Manchester United fans. We wanted to win the league. Mourinho finished second, but we wasn't good enough for Manchester United fans. Erik ten Hag finished third. It wasn't good enough for Manchester United fans. Now you are calling you want a quick fix. You want Amorin to come in and go straight into fighting for top 4 or stuff like that. It's not going to work. The team needs to be restructured, and I think what the manager is doing now is exactly what he needs to do to restructure the team. Get us back with time. Let's not rush it. You understand? Considering the FFP problem that we are having, what is it called? The fair play rules that we are having. You understand that it's a very difficult job for the manager. It's not an easy job at all for the manager, because if he had come into the club in a time where we can be able to spend money, it would have been different. Okay, right now the only player that he got since he came to Manchester United is Patrick Dogu, who is a left back. You understand? So I don't think we should be pressuring the manager at the moment. We should just give him time. When I'm talking about time, I'm not talking about 2 years, 3 years. Look at what Arteta is doing in Arsenal. I know they haven't won the trophy. They haven't won any trophy yet since they won the Carabao Cup in the second season, I think. But Arsenal fans are in a better position right now. They are enjoying football. They have a style of play that is working absolutely perfect for them. But because the other teams are better than them, doesn't mean that Arteta is not doing well. I think Arteta is doing absolutely fantastic at Arsenal. It's not as if they have the amount of players that the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool has. They don't have that. You understand? So if you ask me, I would say that Arteta is doing very, very well at the moment in Arsenal. And if Manchester United can bring our team in a situation where we'll be challenging for the title, and European opposition will be scared of us when we are playing in the Champions League, I think it is far better than winning the FA Cup and winning the Carabao Cup and playing absolutely negative football. You understand? Finishing 13th or 12th in the league. I think it is better to be a stable team, play good football. I'm not saying you should. I know for a fact that if Manchester United was in the position that Arsenal have been for the past four years, we definitely win the Premier League. That's the difference between Manchester United and Arsenal. This is a fact. You understand? So This is what we need to do. We need to give our manager time. We need to understand that we need to be patient with our manager. And then I have a problem with Ruben Amorin. The problem I have with Ruben Amorin is not his system. I think he should stick with his system. The players should adapt. You understand? The players should adapt, and hopefully during the summer we are going to get a few good players that are going to help complement the style. You understand? So, but my problem with him is, in our last match, we actually had 5 players playing out of position, which I found absolutely incredible. And for no reason though, like coaches can play players out of position. The likes of Ancelotti does that a lot when his team are rampant with injuries. But when you are playing players out of position for no reason at all, because it's only Amorin that can tell us the reason why you have Delete on the bench, and then you play Mazraoui as centre back. Mazraoui. Then we have two right backs in the team. In the first 11, we have 2 right backs in the first 11, and none of them was playing right back. We had 1 left back, and the left back we have was playing right back. And then we had an attacking midfielder who was playing the center midfielder, and then we had a center midfielder who was playing as an attacking midfielder. Like, it is absolutely incredible. You play players out of position. If there are no player, if there's nobody to play that position. Bruno was there to play attacking midfielder, but he took him to center midfield and put Meno in attacking midfielder. If you want to develop, like, Meno is struggling at the moment, right? Those are some of the effects of changing managers all the time, because the manager that gave him his debut for Manchester United has been sacked. Same thing happened to Rashford. Same thing happened to these players when they were young. The development is very, very difficult, because as a young player trying to develop, you can't keep changing system, changing styles, changing coaches. It's going to affect the players. This is part of the reasons why Rashford hasn't lived up to expectations, which I don't think is not entirely his fault, but he also has a part to play in it. You understand? So I think we need to cut down on our expectations. We need to stick with this manager. Give him time, 4 or 5 years at least. This thing is not a bed of roses. You can't just flip your fingers and everything start working. It takes time. You understand? Being a Manchester United fan at this moment is tough. It's tough, but we just have to deal with it once and for all. I like the idea of the manager fixing the problem, like the major problem, not just trying to rush into the market and put us in a very, very big problem in the nearest future. So, what do you think about this video? What do you think about Amorin at Manchester United at the moment? Do you think he should be sacked? Because I do not even consider that at all. But I've heard some people talk about stuff like this on the internet, and I find it really, really wild. Because if you sack him, who are you going to get? It's not as if he's not a good manager. It is as clear as day that he has been a very good manager. He has proven himself that he has been a very good manager. So we can't just sack him because he's not working. He's not going to work immediately. Even Ferguson came to Manchester United in 1986, but he won his first trophy in 1992. That's 6 years. So, but these days we just want everything. Even the almighty Sir Alex Ferguson, it took him 6 years before things started working for Manchester United. So I think we have to give him time. And yeah, that's it for this video.